What is up, New Beginnings Church? Happy Tuesday morning to you, and let's start our day off right with some devotion. We're in a series called The Red Letter Words, and today I want to talk to you about something interesting that we see repeatedly used throughout the Gospels, and it's how Jesus refers to himself. Now, there's a really cool story we're going to pack a little bit today, and then I'll jump into some more tomorrow. But it starts out by saying, let me just read the red letter words, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" Who do people say the Son of Man is? Now, that phrase, the Son of Man, what's interesting is that when we read the Bible, if we were just 21st century English-speaking Americans, we would look at that and say, oh, well, the Son of Man, man is short for mankind, right? So he's saying he's the son of a human or son of mankind. And funny enough, that's not what he was saying. As a matter of fact, we normally think of that if you said he was a son of God, that meant he was the son of the divine, right? It's actually inverted. In the Old Testament, they would refer to kings as the sons of God because they believed that kingship was something given to you by God. And so funny enough, so it was almost like son of God meant, no, you were a human king. And when Jesus says the phrase son of man, he's actually playing on his divinity. It's inverted because the son of man phrase, and there's a couple ways to interpret it, but I think the primary way of interpreting is to say, go back in the Old Testament and think about how they used words, how they used phrases, and how they used language. And the way that the book of Daniel refers to the Messiah is the Son of Man. So when Jesus, I believe when he was saying, hey, the Son of Man, he uses that phrase to talk about himself. He was saying, hey, I am the one from the book of Daniel. And let me read to you what Daniel says. This is in Daniel chapter 7, verse 13. So Daniel has a vision. He sees this thing where he sees history playing out. It's this vision of these different animals and each empire representing a different animal. But that's not what we'll get into today. But he goes, "But in my vision at night I looked, and there before me was one like a son of man." Right? Now again, look at how Daniel is about to describe this person. This person has unbelievable divine qualities. Watch. He said, "I saw one like the Son of Man coming with the clouds of heaven." We see that in the New Testament later, Paul referring to that, right? "He approached the Ancient of Days, God, and was led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, sovereign power. All nations in every language worshiped him. His dominion was an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never be destroyed." And so just a cool thought for you and I today is just remember Jesus when he was referring to himself as the Son of Man. Every time that you see that, you can hear him saying, hey, look, Daniel 7, that's me. I'm the Son of God in the sense that I'm the coming one, the Christ, the Messiah, and I have these divine attributes. Jesus is God. And so I want you to know that you worship a God that is absolutely worthy of your worship, because this is what it says. It says that people of every language worshipped him. I want you to know that Jesus has dominion over all things. Think about the way the book of Matthew ends when he talks about, in Daniel, it says he has all authority. What does Matthew say? He's been given all authority over all things heaven and earth. And so I just want you to know that you worship a God who is worthy to be worshiped. And you also worship a God who came into our own human story, that lived a sinless life, died on a cross, rose again 3 days later, triumphing over death, and now has a kingdom that will never end, a dominion that will never end, and that's who we worship. And so if you ever look around you and you're worried about like this nation's doing that and that nation's doing that and who got elected here and who's the governor or the president or the thing or whatever, I want you to know that we are a part of a greater kingdom than at any given one moment in time, place, or geography or any of that stuff. We serve an everlasting King, and our life is in his hands. Can I get an amen to that, church? I love you. Go be encouraged today. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.